So, if you are struggling with intrusive thoughts and intrusive pictures as you're healing from the affair, I have some ideas that I think will help you. The first thing that I want you to do when you're having one of these intrusive pictures come to mind is to pause what you are doing. Many of you have written to me and told me that one of the real challenges for you about being intimate with your partner again is that you will start on that path and then very intrusive pictures or intrusive thoughts will come up for you. That's super understandable. And when that happens, I really want you to pause. You can tell your partner, I need a minute. I need to take care of myself. Or you can say, I'm having a flashback or I'm having an intrusive thought. Just tell them, I need a moment for myself. Then take that moment. You don't actually have to go away. You just need to stop kind of engaging with them and focus on yourself for a minute and remind yourself that that picture that you were seeing is not happening now. That picture happened in the past. It's not your present reality. Then take a second and kind of ground yourself. Remind yourself where you are. And my favorite way to do this is to ask myself, okay, where am I right now? I'm sitting in my office. I'm looking at my books. I can feel the chair pressing against my thighs. I just really try to get into the moment and think about all the things I can see, I can hear, I can feel, so that I'm really grounded in that moment. Then, try to remind yourself that you are safe right now, that that image was scary, it was upsetting, it was painful, but in this exact moment right now, you're safe. You're sitting in your chair, you are on your couch, you are in your bed, you are currently safe at this moment, and nothing is going to hurt you right now. Then do a little bit of deep breathing, right? I love to do box breathing. Do whatever deep breathing exercise works for you, but we want slow, deep breaths so that we can try to calm our body down and regulate our nervous system. I think it's also really helpful at that point to give yourself a hug, right? And I think coupling a hug with rubbing your shoulders or your arms is always good, and talk nicely to yourself, right? Do your breathing, and after you're done with your breathing, do this hugging and say, it's okay. It's okay. Of course you felt that way. Of course that picture upset you. Of course it's horrible that that picture came into your mind. It makes sense that you'd worry about that. It's of course understandable. Like, really validate and soothe yourself, and then say, but you're safe now. You're here right now. It's okay. Nothing is going to hurt you. That's in the past. So that's kind of the first part. Then I want you to decide, what do you want to do now? Do you want to go back to what you were doing? And you may or may not want to do that. Otherwise, do you want to stop and do something else? If you were in an intimate moment when those pictures come up, it's totally okay to tell your partner, I'm sorry, I need to stop now, and we can try again later or tomorrow, whatever, but right now I can't continue. Don't force yourself. Don't push yourself to continue if you really don't want to and if it makes you feel worse, right? Honor how you feel. If you decide to go do something else, do something soothing, right? Do any number of things that will help you regulate yourself. You can go and take a shower. You can go for a walk. You can go and wrap yourself in a weighted blanket. Do anything that sort of helps you soothe and calm yourself and regulate yourself. Then at some point in the future, I want you to sit down and think about that disturbing image, right? That intrusive thought, that intrusive picture. Because intrusive thoughts are really there to protect us. It's our brain's way of saying, hey, this is something that needs further thought and attention. Now, sometimes there's not a lot we can do with the intrusive thought. We have to really focus more on accepting it was what it was, and we have to make peace with it. But if you can, I would like you to think about the thought or the picture and try to break it down and analyze, what meaning have you put on different parts of that picture? Are there other meanings that could be true that feel a little bit less painful, right? So you might picture your partner hugging the affair partner, okay? And maybe when you picture that, you have a thought like, see, he really did love her, or he really did care about her, or he was much more attracted to her than he was to me. I want you to generate some other interpretations for that moment that feel true but are more comforting and comfortable. Like, no, he did that because he was still trying to get access to his drug, which was the oxytocin and the dopamine he got from having the affair. And she was the provider of that drug, right? So come up with some alternative meanings. And the next time an intrusive picture like that comes to you, I want you to put in that alternative meaning instead of the old meaning that you had. And let's see if that softens things up for you. All right, so give this a try. I'm so sorry that you're struggling with this. Many intrusive thoughts and pictures get better over time, but they sure suck when you're going through it. I'm so sorry, and I send you big, big hugs.